This is not only weapons and armor from the Courier stash. This is Courier stash items only. I've got 5 steam packs, 3 super steam packs, and 3 doctor's bags for the entire run. On top of that, my ammo is extremely limited, and I don't want to find myself with nothing but a broad machete by the time I'm staring at Linnaeus. And speaking of Linnaeus, I'm not allowed to use speech skill checks or any other one on the legates. We are just going to have to find a way, and if that wasn't enough, I've decided to give this a go in very hard difficulty with hardcore mode on. So let me ask you one question. Did you notice anything odd in the 8th section? Do you reckon that will be enough to keep my hunger and thirst satisfied? Well, there's only one way to find out. Can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only the Courier stash? A tickle to the brain and a weird dream later, and the tale of Stacy begins.
Can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Fuck off, Doc. That's a god-tier joke, and we're special. So, I'm gonna go with 9 in endurance, agility, and luck. 7 in intelligence, 4 strength, and 1 in both perception and charisma. Our tagged skills are the ones that affect the weapons we're about to get. Explosives, guns, and melee. And our traits are claustrophobia and trigger discipline, cause I gotta move fast, and I better not miss. Doc Mitchell goes on to give us our items, but the rules are the rules. Some of those were ours, but they were not part of the Courier stash. Others were gifts from the good doctor. I've dropped them at my feet. Let's see what we're working with. First, weapons. Binoculars, a broad machete, the mercenary's grenade rifle, a sturdy caravan shotgun, 10 throwing spears, and a weathered 10mm pistol. No matter what happens, that grenade rifle's ammo sounds like my best bet in Hooverdam. Second, the apparel. The lightweight metal armor gives you the most protection, but it gives you a -1 agility penalty. The armored Vault 13 jumpsuit and the lightweight leather armor are like twins if you imagine that one of them got obese. As for the tribal raiding armor, the only armor it has in comparison to the others is in the name. Third, eighth. Like I said, we've got 3 doctor's bags, 5 steam packs, and 3 super steam packs, alongside 4 weapon repair kits and 5 bleak venoms. Fourth, miscellaneous, our trusty Vault 13 canteen. And by the way, quest items are fine. Those are just to progress, they do not affect combat. And lastly, our very limited ammo. 50 10mm rounds for the pistol, 40 20 gauge rounds for the shotgun, and 20 40mm grenades for the launcher. I can see it already. This is gonna be a mistake. And I'm pretty sure the Courier can hear me cause those eyes, they're already dead inside. So immersive. Anyways, enough yapping. I cannot loot, so I might as well hit the road like Chris Brown hit Rihanna. Approaching Jean served as yet another reminder to me that this run's gonna feel a bit lonely. I'm just so used to hoarding. And now on top of that, I've got to conserve the most ammo that I possibly can. In Sloan, Chomps warns us about the death claws up north, but to be honest, would you listen to a guy named Chomps? Yeah, and here's Snuffle, she's a cutie. One that's gonna keep on limping, cause I don't have enough medicine for it. And I couldn't bring the magazine that Doc Mitchell had laying around. So I just kept going past Neil's shack, jumped on the right side of the right rock for the Vegas skip, and the second we get to Repcon's HQ, I know that the roads are safe until Freeside. At this point, I am just collecting map markers from Cassidy Caravan Wreckage to the New Vegas Medical Clinic, and then into the one Freeside gate that has no ambush. And of course, one of the things that's always on the menu is for me to just use my bare hands. Like I'm doing here trying to help the kid that really wants giant rat for dinner.
Thanks, lady.
And that's when it hit me. I don't have nearly enough caps, and even if I sold everything I own, I couldn't get past the 2,000 cap check. I cannot get NCR clothing either, and the passport is still too expensive even though it's just 500 caps. So, I either help the king and ask him for a favor, or we jog. Did you know you can just run to the strip? I mean, you probably did. The game's almost too old for Epstein. Anyways, I am not talking about the gate behind the Securitrons. That one is locked. Old Ben came in a clutch to help us against the thug. The Securitrons did nothing. Remind me to thank Mr. House later. And so I just make it to Camp McCarran. Turns out that wearing NCR faction armor has nothing to do with the monorail. It just affects whether or not you're gonna look like Swiss cheese when taking a ride. And on the other side, the NCR doesn't care. Hell, They are jealous of you.
Bet it feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around on the strip.
Not nearly as much as you think it would, trooper. Outside, Victor says hi, and in the tops, getting close to Benny gives you a ton of XP. This got me through levels 2, 3, and 4. I made sure to get 30 speech, put the rest of the points into guns, and took 2 perks. Black Widow and Cannibal. Black Widow is extra damage, and the way to deal with Benny. It also gets you a pretty funny line. As for Cannibal, well, I don't have food, do I? And hey, Benny, I'm saying I dig you, man.
I hear dig from you, babe, and all I can think of is a shovel.
After losing every single inch of dignity that I and Benny had left, I go on to meet Yes Man. He will provide us the shortest path to Legatlannius, and for that, I'm gonna need the platinum chip. At this point, I was still debating whether or not I should count quest items, but given all the extra rules that I added, yeah, they're fine. You should know that this all started because I went to try the long 15 mod and it was really long. So I thought of doing something shorter. And then I recorded a third video because I wasn't sure if this was even going to come out. You'll see why. Getting the chip and ring-a-ding-ding. That gets me to level 5. I kept improving guns since that's the skill that most of our weapons use. And outside, Vulpes shows up. We're given the Mark of Kaiser. And as I was about to go over the wildcard sides bets quest, I saw that random event on the fountain.
Is for wishes, ladies.
Who wants to swim? Water's fine.
In the Ultralux, we just need to meet Mortimer to tell Yes Man that we've decided to ignore the White Glove Society. The Omertas in Gamora are even less work, because you just need to meet their greeter. As for the cons, I found a route that has you skip all the fiends, all the way from Camp McCarran until Red Rock Canyon. It's still a 50-50 on whether you see geckos or not, but that's fine. Just gotta drop to the road below, keep going until the Samson rock crushing plant, keep your distance, keep running, and before you know it, you are really close to some turbo and medics that I really wish I could bring with me. Over here, we just need to walk a bit further than where you get the map marker. The game lets you know once we're good, and so I fast traveled back to Sloan. Cause for the 4th faction, we're gonna need to meet the Brotherhood of Steel. I could have just gotten Veronica and asked her to open the doors, but it would take me about the same time, so we've just been gifted an explosive collar. Their elder, McNamara, wants you to deal with an NCR Ranger. Super easy. Won't require combat, but I will need for the fucking idiot to leave the bunker. Took him a minute, but eventually, he did go out to scout the NCR Correctional Facility. I smashed his radio, and that did it. McNamara's happy, we've been granted our freedom back, and cannot wait to go through a bombardment, and here comes George. The boomer that's not really part of the boomers. He wants to make a bet. I'll just kill him on the next one. I have no clue how much ammo I'm gonna need in Hoover Dam, so I might as well just hoard it all. 3 hits, and I would have been a goner. So I guess it's a good thing that they only hit me twice. And much like when meeting the Brotherhood, we're facing with a guy that really wants you to meet a higher up, whose entire life goal is for you to meet their elder.
I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
Yeah, well, try not to greet them with nukes next time then. You used to have an entrance at this point, let's just put a map marker there and call it Nellis Cemetery. And while I'm not done with the wildcard questline, the side bets portion of it has been complete. Back to McCarran. I'm so grateful these guys aren't shooting at me from the get-go. I got back on the strip, despite only having a third of my health, being thirsty and having a couple broken limbs. As I'm going to the Lucky 38, Mr. Holdout engages in dialogue from the other side of the area. That was weird. Victor opened up the doors, I gave the platinum chip to House, he upgraded his Securitrons here on the strip to their Mark II, and that triggered another level up. I just did more of the same, took on the toughness perk, and heard a line of dialogue that I was quite eager to.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite.
In very hard or survival, the only beds that heal you are own beds. And they heal your limbs too. We even have a sink, and water is not an item. You can just interact with it, and it lowers your thirst. We're golden. Let's raise some chaos, shall we? House gave me the platinum chip back, cause much like Yes Man, he too wants me to go to Fortification Hill and to upgrade the Securitron army that House stashed in there. And one of the many perks of the platinum chip is that you can use it to meet everyone's favorite cyborg mommy in person. I took House out of his pod, used the only thing that wouldn't spend ammo, and oh brother, this machete's atrocious. As you can imagine, I took another nap to replenish my health, and then I went back to Yes Man, told him we're ready. He installed himself in the Lucky 38 mainframe, I got to level 7, maxed guns, tell the Yes Man that I don't care about Kimball. Also, we can just ignore the fort, and so our final task before going to the dam will be to install an override chip in the Eldorado substation. The game's telling me that I'm shunned by the Legion now, and that worried me. Cause a Legion assassin squad might spawn between the 188 trading post and the substation, if your reputation with the Legion isn't in good shape. Now, maybe it's cause not enough time passed, or maybe my reputation could have been worse. What matters is that the Legion didn't show up.
Stay out of the control room and enclosure or there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
Nope. Just going in and out doing the things enough. Especially cause if they are not aggroed, and if you're quick with it, you can just fast travel before they react. That's enough for another level up. This time I'm improving medicine so our stim packs aren't as useless, and I took the second rank of the toughness perk. I did another little jog in Camp McCarran, went back to Yes Man, and we're ready for the second battle of Hoover Dam. We get some eye candy, I do my best to avoid the Centurions, use the ladder under the dam to get me to the offices, took some hits, and shit. The NCR heavy troopers won't be easily convinced. Well, it's a good thing that I've been hoarding the 40mm grenades and everything else. I also completely forgot about the cannibal perk, so I'll be hungry for a little while. The first attempt was poor, but the second was quite smooth. I managed to install the override chip. This one's to grant Yes Man control over the place, and we're gonna have to fight through some more NCR troopers. Couple more grenades, the Securitron's pulling his own weight. I pulled the switch, and the Legion decided not to let me sprint past them. So I'm just gonna wait until they go and engage with the other NCR troopers. That cleared the way, I made it to the east side, and the Legion kept being a menace. So as I'm staring at my health bar, I had a stupid idea. Let the Securitrons deal with the Centurions, and let me go over to the water and drink it. I felt so smug. And then they sniped me. This took so long to... Damn. So, just like any other smartass would, I just swam a bit more. Kept drinking water to heal, and just look at this shit show. Now, they cannot attack me. If you're swimming, you cannot attack. But the second I'm out of the water, they will shoot to kill. I also mistakenly thought I could just easily get back up there, but oh boy, nope, gotta go through a ladder. And wouldn't you know it, it's the same ladder, funny enough. And even though I had to go through the offices again, this waste of time did make sure that I got to the Leggate's camp with more health. So I just put the lightweight metal armor on, tested the shotgun, and this might take me a minute. Or 2 hours. Test number 2, a poison throwing spear. Honestly, I've been slipping on the poisons, man. I just never use them. They just don't come to mind. Until now, cause they worked, and they will get me to Lanius. Praetorian number 2 took 2 toothpicks to the face and a couple goodnight kisses on the forehead. Even the inseparable besties got to be reunited in heaven, one right after the other. Unfortunately, that did cost me a super stim pack, and it took several attempts. Thus, for the remaining legionary, well, if 2 Praetorians at the same time weren't enough, you can guess the outcome. I took out the machete, took down the Brahmin. This is where the portal to hell came from Oblivion and into the Mojave.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
Problem number 1. Lanius is faster than the Courier. There is no chance of me outrunning him. Problem number 2, a couple taps and I'm dead. I cannot tank it either. And problem number 3, the skirt boys and their power fists keep multiplying and are fucking annoying. I tried every single weapon, couldn't do it. I was never even close, so I just closed the game and let a couple days go by. I want revenge and 25,000 experience points. I don't need to be my own worst enemy. I figured out how to eat and drink without items. I know about that exploit in Camp McCarran that takes forever to do, but will give you infinite experience. And I am simply not going to start over only to then add 14 hours of grinding on top. Lanius is right there, and I say we do this right now. So, 12 level ups later and I got me a couple perks. Fight the Power makes me deal more damage against factions like the Legion. Bloody Mass gives you plus 5% crit damage. Finesse boosts your critical chance. And by using 2 intensive training perks, I can get Super Slam, which has a chance of knocking back enemies. In the process, Melly and Madison became maxed out, and I had enough points to get explosives above 50. And after all that, I still died in a couple seconds. Fucking hell. Oh, and Super Slam did not work. Not once. Not on anyone. I don't know what happened there. So I dropped our difficulty back to normal and just kept going. In hindsight, not everything needs to be done on very hard. I can be a stubborn bastard. But come on, the perks gotta be enough. They have to. Chems will do it on very hard. Perks gotta do it on normal. And then, sure enough, in one of the attempts, I got the 2 Praetorians down. Lenny used nearly half of his health. I used nearly all of my stim packs. The grenade launcher ammo ran out, so I pulled the shotgun. Then, reinforcements arrived. Lenny's finally got below half health, so he ran away for a bit. Even more legionaries came down right after. I couldn't do it. Hey, the way I see it, if your ankles dip in shit, might as well go up to your shins. So that's another 10,000 XP, and that got me to level 22. I improved explosives, obviously, took the perk and stay back, which is really good for the shotgun end. On the very first try, I got Linnaeus to half health. His 2 buddies turned into fertilizer, and oh man, 5 or 6 NPCs, including Linnaeus, came back, surrounded me right after. That was so close. I got greedy. I should have used my last stim pack, but I did quick save when Linnaeus was running away. So when the game reloaded, after all this, Linnaeus got hit with a critical. Slipped on a banana peel or something, didn't even reach the gates, and poison is what took him out. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Great, New Vegas, old crits. And since Linnaeus is the only one using an extremely powerful armor that turns shit weapons into jokes, the Skirt Gang got a few 10mm and shotgun holes so they could enjoy the breeze even more often. And here comes General Lee Oliver, doing the slowest of walks, going over nearly every single swear word in the English language. The cigar is a lie, and can you eat? Fallout New Vegas, using only the Courier stash? I am not gonna count this as a win for me, but of course you can. Oh, and to the person that got disappointed that I didn't throw that general off the dam in the Lonesome Road at level 1 video. I didn't have 100 speech then, but kinda became a god of experience on this one, so have at it. As always, remember to check the channel and the playlists for more videos, and if you want to help me out, just click that like button. Leave a comment, or join as a member if that's something you would do. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Whittle, to John Walker, to Glitchtail, and to Devon Lowry for their support of the channel. And to you! So, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Bye!
And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.